inside this year's St. Jude Dream Home. Today is a ceremonial floor signing. So what does that mean? That means all of the companies, all of the stakeholders who have played an integral part in donating their time, their services, their products to make this home possible, took some time out to sign the floor and leave some messages for the family. They'll be right underneath the floorboards here, marking their spot on this beautiful home. We're talking about 2,600 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. This is a really nice layout too. It is an open concept. Everything's not in place just yet. We'll be showing you more of that coming up. But I want to bring in Tiffany Roan with St. Jude to talk a little bit more about today's signing and then just about what we're doing here. So thanks for coming on the program.
Thanks to see you again, Don. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so first let's just talk about the floor signing. This is when everyone gets together and they just leave their mark on this house.
Yes, this is a day that we really highlight how important this home is because it really is a dream home. It's not just you're not just winning an ordinary home. So all of our trade partners who have played some part in building this home come, they sign the floor with well wishes and blessings so that the homeowner can know that they truly have something special.
And I'm looking at some of the messages right here. Simple things like all the best, this is your dream home, a dream come true, bless this home. All of these messages for the family that will eventually live in this home. I mean, the money that we're raising here by way of this giveaway, which begins on May 16th, that's when the tickets are being sold. Tell me where that money goes.
That's such a great question. So May 16th is our launch date, and this year we've upped our game, Atlanta. We know you're going to support us. We want to sell 20,000 tickets this year because the needs of our hospital have grown. All the proceeds of all the money that we raise with this campaign goes to the children and families of St. Jude. Our research facilities, our clinical facilities, and actually this year our campus has grown. We just opened up just a couple of months ago, Domino's Village, which is our new housing development that has 140 units, 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments. And we're right now in the process of building our outpatient care center, which is incredibly important. And the reason why that center is incredibly important, along with our housing, is because the unique model of St. Jude is that we don't have our children in the hospital all the time. We like to treat them as much on the outpatient basis as possible so that they can have that sense of normacy, you know? They just go to a doctor's appointment and then get to go back to their homes, get to go back to school, to the playgrounds. So that's why that outpatient care center and our housing facilities are so important.
I think that's one of the really important things to bring up, the fact that you're trying to make this feel like we're in a home here, but I mean, going to the hospital can be traumatic for anyone. I mean, especially when you're talking about a small child going through maybe cancer treatment or something like that. I want to talk a little bit about the theme of today's floor signing. Can you explain that?
Yes, today's theme is no more chemo. So at St. Jude, whenever a child has their final chemo treatment, all of the staff of their unit come to them into their room and they throw a no more chemo party. And there's balloons, there's confetti, there's a special no more chemo song that everyone sings to them. And it's just a way to put a positive commemoration on a really dark and difficult time, but letting them know you persevered, you made it through, let's celebrate, and that's what we're celebrating today with our theme.
Were you surprised last year, the first time we're doing this here in Atlanta, that it was such a success? It really was huge. The community really stepped up and helped.
You know, we were 100% surprised, but in some ways I wasn't because I believe in the Atlanta community and I knew you all would come to support the families that we have from right here in Georgia. But we were surprised at how well we did and how quickly we did and the level of support that we got from sponsors in the local community, as well as those who bought tickets. And that's why I know boosting ourselves up this year to $2 million raised, 20,000 tickets, I know you all are going to support us again in doing that.
And then real quickly, this is the big celebration day. All of these folks who are participating in the Dream Home, donating their time and services. Everyone is so excited to be here. When you're going up to these local organizations and companies and saying, hey, can you help out? What is the response like?
First and foremost, the one thing that everybody says is, you work for an amazing organization with an amazing mission. So that's across the board something that they always say. I think what they're most surprised about is when they find out how much it really costs to care for a child, not realizing that the average child with cancer is in treatment for 2 years. That's millions of dollars. And so once they really kind of find the spectrum of how long it takes to treat a child, they're like, I'm all in. And I will say, more than anything, they're amazed that we do something like this year over year over year, and we actually give this home away to somebody in the community.
Thank you so much for coming on the program. Really appreciate it.
Anytime.
All right. So once again, those tickets, the sale, they go on sale on May 16th, just days away.